was one of those moms you see with the current trend of like estranged parents that's going on. And occasionally I will comment on those videos because I was one of those toxic moms. But hi everybody, I'd like to introduce you to my daughter Brooke.
Not the drum roll.
It's been a year, congrats. A year sober.
Thank you.
We didn't make a big deal about it, right? Because we literally live in the now. But how do you love baby Bread?
She's fantastic. I'm obsessed with her.
She is. She's beautiful.
She is.
She wasn't that beautiful at birth.
She wasn't not beautiful.
She was really skinny.
She was very small, and she was like, had like the squished up face. You couldn't really tell what she looked like, you know, like yet. She's really grown into her features now.
She really is
so
perfect.
cute,
she's so
dude.
Cute. She's
adorable.
Just love her. Her opinion on how our relationship has healed and maybe how that helped you stay sober if it did or if it didn't.
No, it definitely, I would say it has, like, because in the past when I felt like it was just not even, I can't even call it rocky, just like no foundation to like our relationship was so bad, you know, and just in general. Yeah, like, and just, you know, it didn't like come with ease, you know, we definitely had our moments, you know.
Yeah, that's one thing that like a lot of people, I think because a lot of, you know, not every piece of our life is shown, or like hardly any really is shown, is that this has not been easy.
No.
The healing process has not been easy. It may look easy, like, well,
there's good times, you know, there's good, you know, periods and stuff, and right now, for example, you know, it's been really good, you know, but it took almost a fucking year to get to that point, you know, like.
No, it did. There were times, you know, you guys know, like, we weren't talking to each other for periods of time.
For like almost a month or so,
yeah,
you know?
But sometimes in our relationship, we've had to take that break.
Yeah, that's like the only option at a certain point when we're like that with each other.
Yeah,
but that's also been something that's been learned, because it wasn't something that.
No, it just be World War III.
Yeah, it was just terrible.
I'm curious what you think as far as things you think I worked towards or changed about myself that maybe benefited you.
But also forgiveness. Like you have like that, yes, on both sides, as well with everything, truthfully, like, you know, and growing as one does with time, you know, but like being capable of forgiveness. And I feel like, you know, people talk about that a lot, but they don't really know what that looks like, and might not even realize that's what they are doing, you know, until the results are starting to, you know, become what they are, you know.
One of the things you said, because of the resentment I think you held for so long, which was valid, was she read one of my journals from when I was I was 18.
Probably in one of the worst places in my life.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that would be easily one of the worst places.
You mentioned how I think it kind of humanized me for you. Like,
oh, I remember it like broke my heart. It was devastating to read. It was so sad. It like put me in tears, you know, like, and it was in one of our worst, you know, like it was several years worth of time. Like,
it was several years ago when you did it.
This was in Idaho. I was probably about 17 years old. Just turned 17, and yeah, no, it was really sad. It was heartbreaking. But, you know, to add to that, though, you know, and I feel like this is important to, you know, mention in that story, is I approached you with it.
And I was pissed.
You were mad as fuck. You were like, you know, and I say this because it goes to show where you were at and that time period as well. Like, you were mad as hell and, like, super thrown off and like guarded about it, you know, and I felt bad for even bringing it up, and then I was angry at you. I found myself upset, like, what the fuck, you know, I felt like an idiot.
And I think it's because that particular journal was during a very bad time, very abusive time, and it kind of triggered those insecurities, and having your child read about them, and because kind of like on here, I would pour out exactly how my insecurities and how I was feeling about myself, and to have somebody read that, you know,
and it's also like, something personal, like that, you know, nobody has ever probably read before but the writer, you know, like, so I probably would have reacted the same way if it was me. But not to mention, like, looking back, I feel differently now about that reaction, you know, but I do think it's important to mention, because it shows, it's very telling of, like, from then to now, I suppose. Yes.
Growth, probably.
It's a good way to describe it. My son's screaming for
They're
me.
hollering for us. Bye.